Welcome to twoquestions.tv. I'm Susan Barancini-Mo. Joining me today is fellow curly-haired woman, Sandy Joy Weston. She's been a fixture in the Philadelphia area fitness circles for 30 years as an instructor, a trainer, a health club owner, and media personality. Her mission is to change the world one smile at a time. And she's also the author of this book, Train Your Head and Your Body Will Follow, Reach Any Goal in 3 minutes a day, which we've talked about before on this show. But today, she's one of our inspiring women in business. Hi, Sandy. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Welcome back.
I know. I'm so excited. I feel like I just talked to you yesterday, though.
I know.
And that's because of who you are. I feel like it is again.
Well,
I feel really comfortable.
I'm really glad you're here. And I've been looking forward to this since the last time we talked, and I was like, hey, we should do this. So let's start out with your story. How'd you get where you are today?
Oh my God. You know what?
Yeah, Cliff Notes version.
I was just telling this to a friend. I, since birth, have always felt, no matter what, that I was loved by some higher power, some universe, some supreme being. And that is my secret sauce, because in business, just as it is in personal, if people didn't agree with me or like me, or, I didn't fit in, it was okay with me because I felt like something else loved me more. And so I know that sounds crazy, but my journey of growing up really humble, like, we talked about before, mom, in the projects, mom in the mental institution, all, looks like everything could go against you. But for some reason, I thought that was okay, that I had picked this life. I don't know why. I chose this life. And no matter what, I was going to determine where I was going to go. Even when people said, no one goes to high school, you know what I mean? No one, don't worry about that. Just be a waitress, be happy with it. You know what I mean? And I thought I would be happy with that. But do you understand how freeing that is, to feel this internal force that no matter what, you don't have to prove yourself? Feel that love, whatever mistakes you make, whatever you do. And it's not anything like a specific religion. I just feel it, And so, not that I don't. There are times I feel guilt, anger, and all that other stuff, and unworthy, and have to prove myself. But then I get this feeling like, I got like this bigger force inside me that loves me unconditionally. And how can you top that? So it makes you strive for things without worrying what people will think about you. You could put down on paper what you wanted in life, right? And not worry if you were going to succeed or fail, or if people were going to judge you. What would you want? And would it be different than what you have now? Big question, isn't it?
It is a big question. And it's a question that I always ask clients, right? Like, what can we tweak? What do you want it to be? What do you, design your life, choose what you want the goal to be, then we figure out how to get there. Yeah. So
when you're saying, how do you get from there to that? I've always been relentless on, hey, if I really think this is a cool thing, I'm going to do it whether it succeeds or not, and I've always had that feeling of, oops, that didn't work out. You know what I mean? And along the way, that attracted a lot of amazing mentors. People just took me under their
celebrity mentors
who knew that I didn't want anything from them. Do you know what I mean? Like, they wanted to help me because I wasn't there to get something from them. So when I would work with them and train them, I almost felt like I was ripping them off because they gave me so much guidance, and yet I was charging them. But they loved it. You know what I mean? They loved it. So,
well, they were doing that while they were sweating, right?
While they were sweating. So I know that's a big overall thing, but if you look at that and you're giving people advice, that little feeling of, I don't have to prove anything to anyone, I just want to make myself feel good, it does open up a lot of doors.
And
believe me, this is not 100%, but I get back there quicker. Like, I go, what the freak did I do that for? Because I feel like was I trying to, impress the family because they expected, like, already, where's the second book? And I started writing, well, crap. why am I in such a rush to, who am I writing it for? You know what I mean? Like, why am I writing it? If it's not fun, I wrote the first book, took me 6 years, but I loved the process. Who's the author of Eat, Pray, Love? Do you know? Elizabeth Gilbert.
Elizabeth Gilbert. Yeah.
I'm reading a book. It's called, I recommend it, Big Magic.
Big Magic.
And, oh my God, it's so good. And the guidance is, she writes because she wants to write, not because her critics love her, didn't love her. She didn't feel she had to suffer. She just was passionate about writing.
Yeah.
And that's it. Right? Isn't that the coolest thing ever?
Yeah. Yeah.
And she wasn't worried whatever the outcome was going to be. And that's why she eventually became successful. So I think when I can see my most beautiful moments, it's those times that I let go and didn't, and just did it because it made me really happy. And those are the true successes in my life.
Yeah. Yeah. So what advice do you have? And I know today is a particularly poignant day for you with respect to this next question. What advice do you have for other women in business?
Okay. So we're going to take deep breaths here, because I literally just came from the hospital. One of my best friends had a heart attack, just had it. And she's sitting there, and it was really emotional. She's crying, and she's a single mom. Her husband has passed away. So there's a lot of pressure to teenagers that are 15. You can imagine. So this is, I came there to try to entertain her. You know what I mean? Cheer up. I'm like, but she's in business. She's really great, you know, and she works hard, and yet she's trying to take care of kids. And I could see how she wasn't happy, though, trying to please everyone. You know what I mean? Making sure her kids have everything, making sure work has everything. And she's a beautiful, beautiful human being, and just trying to be at too many places at once. Yeah. And I felt like I was trying to advise her as a friend, but I don't think she was seeing it, because she thought she could do it all. Yeah. Why do we think that, especially as women? Right. And when she's sitting there now, I said, I'm so happy for you. She's like, what the freak is wrong with you? I'm like, no, you're going to be fine. You're going to be great. But this is a wake-up call that you're beautiful and you're amazing. And you're not going to be there for everybody. And you're not going to solve everybody's problems. And your kids aren't always going to be happy with you. And times they could hate you. I mean, and you're going to screw things up. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's just the way it is, you know? And for some reason, women, I really feel that more than men. They feel like they have to prove, now that they're in the workforce, that they can do it all. All of it. And you can't. No. And you're not going to be perfect. And I think there's all these little signs that show you, and that they're going to keep showing you, and you don't want to contain that stress. It's not good for anyone. And I'm all about being selfish, because when you're selfish and you're happy and you're ease and flow, look at it this way. That's the lesson you're teaching your coworkers, your employees, and your friends and your family. Because if you tell them, you know, that you should consider yourself first, and that you got to protect yourself, and you should love yourself, but you're not doing it, what are they going to do in relationships? You know what I mean? Well,
and also, I think if you think of it as taking care of yourself is selfish, then you won't want to do it. Whereas if you recognize that taking care of yourself is actually very unselfish, because it allows you to be more present, more available, and have more resources available. But you have to take care of yourself.
Yeah. And I love the way you worded it, because it's not easy. Logically, I think we know it. Yeah. So I'm a firm believer, like in any type, like I'm all about coaching and getting someone else out there that's not a friend or family member, so you won't kill them and hit them and be mad at them when you're going in the wrong direction. I'm a firm believer in having somebody that you can talk to, even if it's just once a month, to keep you on track and remind you of why you're here. And number two, and this is like the biggest thing, I think it's really important to have goals and to write it down and to remind yourself, what do you want to do in the next year, and then back it out into what do you want to do today? You know? Because then it helps you remind, oh, that's right.
Every day.
Yeah, every single day. And those little things, and it'll get easier and easier. you know,
Mhm.
and then people surrounding you will know to expect that from you. And sometimes it doesn't happen overnight because they're not used to you being this way. So I was telling my friend, I go, you're lucky. Look at this way. You have that trump card. They're not going to thinking, oh my goodness, this woman's changing. They now think you have no choice, where before
Yes.
it's harder.
No excuses now. Oh, interesting. Very, very good points and great advice. Where can people find you, Sandy?
Well, they can just look up sandyjoyweston.com
Great.
and they'll find me everywhere. You know, I'm out there. I started a new thing called Daily Joy.
Oh, God, that's fantastic.
My middle name's just Joy, and it's every day for less than a minute. I highlight either things that I think are really cool or other people that are doing anything to bring joy to the world.
Oh my gosh. I got to find it
it
immediately. I love it.
And people are really enjoying it.
Of
It's all
course.
over. Yeah,
it's so important today. So important.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Sandy, I'm so glad you came back. Thanks for being on the show again.
You're welcome. I love it.
Me too. All right, viewers, here's the book. If you would like to get a copy, you will get even more details on Sandy's story, and you will train your brain and your head. So we'll have links in the show notes below so you can get your copy at Amazon. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye.